What up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Matt White. Recently, I went out to go see this new Disney animated film called Wish. I had an early access screening at the AMC theaters, and I had a chance to see it a week before its release. I was looking forward to it because it's Disney. They put out a lot of great animation throughout decades, and I've been a big fan of them. And after seeing the trailer, it got me intrigued. I still didn't really know the full context of what this story's about, but I was willing to go in with an open mind and give it the benefit of the doubt. It's telling the story about young Asha who wishes a big cosmic force called a star, and she embarks on a journey with the star to help save her kingdom from King Magnifico, who is holding all their wishes and their wants and their desires, and she wants to restore them and help their wishes get granted. After coming out of this movie, I will say that I really liked it. I don't think it's one of the top tier Disney animated films out there. It's not one of those movies that's going to instantly change your life. I wish they would have done a little bit more, but let me get the positives out of the way. I was very impressed by the animation and the visuals. I loved how they were able to culminate the 2D animation in the 3D animation, and it almost looked like you're taken out of a page of a storybook and you're in a fairy tale story. I thought it was a decent written script, but I kind of wanted a little bit more. I thought Asha, the protagonist, was good and very likable and charming, but to me, she felt very one note, and I feel like they should have pushed the boundaries of giving us more character growth and a little bit more depth of her character. I wanted a little bit more, and it felt like they kind of played it safe and make her more of the basic protagonist that we've seen many times before. But her character was all about wanting to grant everybody's wishes, and she wants to bring the whole kingdom together and help get what they want. And I love King Magnifico's character, and I like the way that they set him up, and it's voiced by Chris Pine, which Chris Pine is great in any movie he's in. I love him as an actor, and he's terrific. And he does steal the spotlight, and they set him up to be more of a sorcerer, and he wants to help out wants to keep his kingdom safe by storing all their wishes and their wants into a big ball. And then one day when he has a ceremony, he picks and chooses to who he thinks they deserve to have those wishes granted, because he's all about playing it safe, because he doesn't want everybody to have their wishes granted, because it could be very dangerous, because there could be a greater consequences. And they set that up beautifully, and they set up his a little bit of the backstory and make us feel for that character. But as you get into the last half of that film, I felt they did his character dirty. They went for the traditional a twirly mustache obvious villain that we've seen countless times before. Like, come on, you made him out to be the villain who doesn't believe himself to be the bad guy and that he believes that he's the hero of the story. But then you went for that fucking Disney trope that we've seen so many times before and have him become a twirly mustache obvious villain. That's what really took me out of it. I really wish they would have done a little bit more, and it kind of played it safe in the second half of the film. And I really liked the talking goat that's voiced by Alan Tudyk, which a lot of you already know who Alan Tudyk is, and I'm a big fan of him as an actor. I As much as I liked him in the film, but it kind of felt like that he was a little bit of a one note character, and he was out there to make crack jokes majority of the time. I wanted a little bit more bonding between him and Asha, and I thought it would have been more impactful and given him more to do. It felt like he didn't have that much the purpose in this movie whatsoever. Overall, I still liked it for what it was. I'm not saying it's one of my favorite movies of the year, and it's not a movie I would watch again. As much as I love the musical numbers, and it was very impressive, but most of them are kind of very forgettable, and it doesn't sit in my mind. There was only one song that really stood out to me, and that was in the trailers, and most of you already know the song "Wish." I can't remember the name at the top of my head, but I thought that was the only song that was memorable and very catchy. But most of it has been was very forgettable. Not that it were bad, but there weren't a lot of the songs that it's going to stick into my mind for lifetime. And some of the supporting characters felt very one note too. They kind of felt like they were just there, and I kind of expected a little bit more out of them. Overall, I liked it for what it was. It's not a movie that I would encourage you to rush out to go see, but if you want to see it with the family, you definitely should, because I'm pretty sure that the kids are going to enjoy it a lot more than I did. And I hope you guys have a great day, great evening, wherever you're from. And if you've seen this movie, what did you think of this movie, Wish? For those of you who have already seen it, do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Jump down in the comment section below and leave me your thoughts. And there's one thing I forgot to mention that they did slap in a few Easter eggs, like like essentially poking fun of the pop culture Disney iconic characters, and it felt a little bit too unannounced and it was not very subtle. They try to be all clever, but it just the execution of it kind of failed. And that's part of the film that kind of took me out of it. It felt very misplaced. And when the credits starts to roll without giving away too much, they kind of just show off a lot of these iconic Disney animated characters throughout the whole years of these iconic Disney movies, which is supposed to be the more of the culmination of the 100 year of the greatest Disney movies. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. I would really appreciate your support. Just hit that button. It's one click away. I hope you guys have a great day, great evening, wherever you're from, and I hope you guys stay safe and take care.